Right then, just before we get into this video, I have to say some notes before this context of the video, because this video was recorded on Sunday, and the context of it is what I would like to see in the Derren Brown show building. But now that we've had never-ending announcements by the park, it sort of seems like I'm speculating going back over it, which I'm not. So please do not think that I'm speculating on what is going in there. I am just saying what I think would work in there, because now we've had hints from the park. They're hinting towards certain aspects which this video wasn't supposed to do anyway. So please do not think this is what's happening now. Imagine this as things that I would like in that show building, not this is what's happening, because this was recorded before any of the teasers, before any of the information. So please bear that in mind, that I didn't know about this while recording the first segment. Back to pasture. What would I like to see there? What do I think would work? And the end result, I was going to ask, what do you want to see there? So the first thing that I think would work really well in that show building was to just get rid of the VR completely. That ride system, now I'm obviously going to have more criticisms to that. I wear glasses, I'm visually impaired. Putting a headset on, I'm obviously going to criticize it because it's not very comfortable. But on top of that, I've been on attractions like Dr. Archibalds and Winter Wonderland, and it worked with the headset. So I'm not just criticizing these rides completely, but Derren Brown's Ghost Trains, the last at least 4 rides I've had on that, I have come out even more disappointed than the last. The first time I rode it, incredible, but I think everyone will admit the headsets are working less. The audio is working less in the headphones, which I think that is the biggest temperamental aspect to that ride, so I think they would be better off to just scrap them off completely. So I was going to say, get rid of the headsets and the IP, find an independent theme. You could have it themed to a train still, and sort of that could work, because if you're on a train, you're only going to see out the windows anyway. Projections onto the windows, shock effects, add smells to it, sort of like an immersive train experience sort of thing where it sort of videos play, and you wouldn't have to mark it as something quite as scary then. It could still be a horror attraction, but sort of fit to that demographic, it would work quite well. The second thing that I think would be incredible in that show building, because it is massive, is, now this is very unrealistic, but in the future, if they ever had the money, I think scrap everything in that show building and put in a trackless dark ride, because there is a lot of dead space because of the size of the ride vehicles you're getting on. And I think if that was stripped down to nothing, it would add a dark ride to the park, which it kind of needs. They haven't really got many dark rides there, and I think it would be really cool. It would actually it'd be something that would make Thorpe that more rounded lineup, and it would be more reliable, because trackless dark rides have been around for quite some years now. They're more tried and tested, or at least a bit more than VR. Now this last theory is one that is very unrealistic, will never happen, but I was thinking this would be really cool if it did. So it's sort of that, oh, imagine if that happened in the back of my head. So you've got Walking Dead and Derren Brown. Now both of those are rides that I don't dislike them, I think they're both okay, but if they were to bridge between those two show buildings, because they're bordering each other, if they were to connect those two show buildings together, you could put something in there that would just be awesome. You could take out Walking Dead and Derren Brown and put in sort of a Vekoma launch coaster, or something thrilling with inversions and sort of rock and roller coaster-esque ride. You could theme it to something that Thorpe could market easily. Hopefully not an IP, because I think it'd be really cool to see Thorpe sort of think of their own theme for it and make their own storyline. I really like it when parks do that. It's really interesting and quite cool to immerse yourself into. But I think that would be so cool to see in that show building. But I was going to ask, what's your opinion on this? What would you like to see in there? Yeah, what would you like to see there? Now, I would like to say I'm not criticising this park or ride at all. Please do not perceive it as that. I don't want to be misconstrued in my video here. I'm just saying what I would like to see there. Also, thank you all so much for the support I've been having on this channel. Words cannot describe how amazed I am at how incredible and friendly people have been and commenting, and it's really incredible to see people enjoying those videos, because I'm loving making them so much. Having it as my hobby, it's so much fun to do, and seeing that people are enjoying them and interacting with them is just incredible. So thank you so much, it means the world. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.